74. For the Inland Empire this morning, patchy fog, otherwise partly sunny today, the high 72. The desert city is going to be mostly sunny with a high of 90. I'm meteorologist Jim Rinaldi for Smart Talk 1490 KMET.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. We got a lot of things going on. We got a lot of, well, I know, Jess, you got something, and I'm not going to lie. I looked at some of the headlines here, and I said, oh, everybody's getting ready for the weekend. Because something is out that we've been talking about for a while, but I'm saying you got to keep, like, kind of an open, I don't know how to explain it, because I think, again, it goes with, and I think this is one of those where you go, they could have gone left, but going right. Or maybe somebody could fix it. Or I'll say this, and maybe there's something that can be done about it, right? So I don't know. What do you think, Jess?
Are you talking about Transformers?
Oh, I forgot. That's out as well.
Oh, yeah. My God. You're talking about something else. What are you talking about?
Well, everybody's talking. You're right. Actually, I forgot. I go, wait a minute. There's more than one movie out. What's going on? Maybe I got the wrong. Anyway, here's what they're talking about. Ezra Miller, right? They're talking about him not doing press stuff and everything. But The Flash is really big. And then they're talking about Michael Keaton, and they're saying something about, like, something with him and Superman, right? But before you get excited, and again, I think, like, in a way, they kind of were starting to introduce it, but now that they got a new guy on board, which is got to ruin all of DC, because I think they finally got it together. But in a way, I think they're going to do this as kind of like, well, it was a good thought, but we're going to go this direction. So I don't know. Like, if you saw, okay, I don't know if it's too late to. Well, I know a lot of people are streaming now. What's the movie? Shazam, right? There is an appearance with Wonder Woman. It's out there already. Okay, so so Wonder Woman kind of bridged that gap that they really didn't. When remember Shazam, the first one, when Superman makes a little appearance, but not an official appearance. Like, you're like, what happened there, right? I think they were in the middle of something. They didn't know it was going to go big, but Shazam's part of the DC verse. Now, when Black Adam came out, they bridged the gap there because, of course, if you haven't seen it, Cavill is in it. But after that movie came out, Mr. You know what to say, I don't like him anymore. Gunn is gunning for everyone. I guarantee it to be his name. And he said, no, we're getting rid of that and we're going another direction. I'm going to change it because I got hired. I want to do this. So instead of leaving Marvel alone, right, and I guarantee he killed Guardians, but the reality is, right, now Hemsworth is talking about, like, Thor right now and how he's like, yeah, kind of silly. I don't know where they went in that direction. If you remember, like, Thor, they call it number 4, I call it the Rock one. I was like, oh, this was going to do them, I guarantee it. Again, who had the idea for that? So I think in a way, they need to hire another guy to watch the back of everyone because they put a lot of money into this, Chess. And I think they did it maybe during coronavirus, not sure. But they should hold it because Keaton is bridging the gap that I think is going to make it work. Some are saying, well, who's another Batman that can come back? You know who I'm voting for.
Yes, I do. Honestly, the only reason I would watch the Flash movie is basically for Michael Keaton. To be honest, everyone loves Ezra Miller. I don't know why. I haven't seen one movie I actually like with him in it. At least him starring in it. So I don't know.
But he's a cool. I'm going to go on his fans, okay? About the stuff that you read about him as a person. It's kind of like Jackson, okay? Everybody was like, oh, I don't like Jackson, this, and that. Then it got proved the opposite. Then there's this whole underlying thing. But then if you ask people if they like the beat, they go, yeah. I'm like, are we back to that? What's going on? So I say this. Before you judge who the person is who plays Flash, just remember, and I'm not going to lie, Jess. I'm not going to lie. I'll be with you on, like, for a little minute. Because when I first saw, what was it? Justice League. I thought, okay, they could have done a better Flash. Not going to lie. But I saw the previews on this. I said, oh my God, I kind of get it. He plays multiple characters, right? And they say they get their money back because technically, someone who referred to that? Somebody referred to, if I would have gotten all that money for playing all those different characters. It was another, I don't know, somebody. They were really big. I can't remember. It was an interview. But anyway, long story short, I think in a way, Ezra really brought it home on this movie. But again, I think you're right about Keaton. But again, they're doing the verse that I said Marvel started. Marvel started it, okay? DC is following it. And in a way, you're seeing everything that Marvel kind of, right, DC is doing, right? Like Adam, right? Adam, right? I still say that as a character is the Doctor Strange of the verse. If you look at certain things, wait a minute, I've seen that before, meaning like an effect, right? When he does that prism thing, whatever that's called, right? You've seen that in Doctor Strange. Well, they use that prism effect in that, right? Now, is it different? Remember the shattered part when, like, at the end of what with Spider, Toby Garfield, right? They brought that back in, but then they shattered it, right? And then they left it with Doctor Strange, where they go, oh, we gotta fix it. Right, that's the character by Charlize Theron. I don't think Charlize likes that character, but whatever. And you get where I'm going with this? So the point I have, Jess, is everybody like him or hate him, which a lot of people are, they what he has done. But I think he's losing it. Somebody needs to help him. So that's what I say. Then what did he do, Jess? Everybody.
There's a list of things. He gets in a lot of bar fights and starts things with people. There's a video of him choking out a random person. Yeah, so it does not look good. Although,
okay, so he's a fighter. That's actually good. He should go into MMA. What? Venom guy did it. He didn't get, like, they get mean. Have you seen Kanye? Kanye got mean. Think about it.
yeah, he very well might be. We just gotta watch him and find out.
Kanye
Hopefully...
could be Kane. Think about it. Think about it.
Yeah, no. I don't want to imagine that.
He could do it. He I didn't even know he got married. Did you know he got married? He got married. So yeah, he threw a woman's, which I say don't do that. People have almost done that with me. Well, actually, no. I take that back. I got mugged with some phone because I was filming them. I got like blood all over, and I was at a McDonald's. I was just outside. I started on the inside. Anyway, long story short, they never got the guy. Bye because the guy took it. So technically that has happened to me. I could sue, but he doesn't have money. Kanye has money, and he was caught doing it because somebody else was filming the whole moment. So I go, good job. Okay, let's go back to Ezra. So what do you think?
You know what? He's been quiet actually for the past few months. So hopefully, I don't know. Some people, actors specifically, so they have a lot of problems. Hopefully he can figure it out and get better.
I think he needs to kind of sometimes. He takes somebody under his wing. Nobody knows this. But Keaton will say, come on. He goes out somewhere. He takes and he says, all right, because Keaton has had a problem in the past as well. He doesn't talk about it. But sometimes you see it. It's like right beneath the surface. He gets the that little darky is there. Now, when I saw it the first time, I was like, that is not Batman. Then he kind of warmed me based on his lips, right? And then I'm like, but he doesn't move that way. I mean, seriously. But some say he actually took it, and in a way he saved it. But you know these ones that are saving, you get it? Like God wants to get rid of them. And I go, why get rid of them? So I say, look, I think it's savable. If you bring, okay, you got to bring Bale. You got to bring Bale. Him in the same movie, not the same as they did. Don't do cheesy. But bring Bale back. Go. That's my bike. You have it. He goes. Oh, and then you figure using the Bale bike in the movie. I really thought that was Bale in the. Have you seen the trailer?
I have seen the trailer, which is why I'm actually excited for that movie, but only because of Keaton. That's what I'm going to stick with.
Yeah, and I get it. But again, okay. You're missing the big one, okay? Super is there, right? The super girl, which I guarantee she's not. I think they got it wrong. She's pretty tough. She's tough, right? She's tough. Not the typical Supergirl that you would see, but again, could they bridge the gap of bringing? And I don't know if it'll say it might go cheesy. Never mind, I'm not gonna say that. But I think the TV does it better than the movie verse. But, and here's my theory. I'm sticking to it. Okay, all the people that are in this, when you think about it, they're in other movies, right? Like Aquaman. Okay, Aquaman, Jess? The big guy.
In real life or in the movie? Jason Momoa?
Thank you, Jason. Okay. Jason, as the women would say, oh, Momoa, oh my God. Yeah, I remember he's got a family. So my story is this. Okay. Here it is. If Momoa, right, Charlize in the same movie called Fast and Furious. Haven't seen it. Okay, I almost saw it with my mom yesterday, but I don't think it's for. Anyway, you put them right in the same room, right? Charlize's Marvel right now, right? But she can go DC at any time, okay? There's been some of that bridge the gap that they got in both DC and Marvel, right? Like think of what's his name? The guy who plays Avenger, right? He was in wait, I get that confused. No, he was that was Marvel too. Which DC was he one? There was one that he was in. It was a DC movie, Jess.
Who? Jason?
No, the other guy. Avenger. What's his name? Captain America.
Chris Evans?
Yeah, Chris was in a. Was he in a DC thing? I'm getting that confused with Fantastic. Fantastic Four is Marvel. So anyway, some go between DC and Marvel, right? They do, right? You'll get it. You're like, oh yeah, that's right. But when is it coming where they bridge the gap? I say we're done. What if you look at What If? Okay, there's a moment where there's a Marvel character with Wonder Woman. Oh, she's DC. Doing that. Anyway, but What If is Marvel, not DC. So I'm saying the bridge the gap without even knowing it. So I might as well just do it. I'm still gonna say, although Gunn could kill it, he'll keep them separate. Oh, never mind. I think you're right, Jess. I don't think they're gonna do. Shoot. I want the DC Marvel verse to combine and then go back to normal. But you go, oh, they could do it because in a verse they need to save the verse because Kane is destroying it, man. All of his little like versions of him, he's going stop. But will you? Right? That's Kane. That's the character. That's what he brings to the verse. But I don't think they're playing. That's all I'm going to say. All right, Jess. What else do you want to say?
No, not much. I'm excited for that movie. Also, I think Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is also out, and that that kind of like branches more into the Spider-Man multiverse.
See, you're right. I still say this. That is the movie that started because that's where you go. Wait a minute, there are more Spider-Mans, Gwen, right, and a bunch of others. She was just an idea. I saw something. I go, oh, they're gonna do something with it. Howard takes a picture with his daughter, Bryce, and they say, "Oh, hello," because she was in the one with I think which one was that? Was that Andrew Garfield? They killed her at the end. I hate that, but they bring her back. They brought all the villains back that they killed. Think about it, Jess.
That was Tobey Maguire in the third Spider-Man.
So okay, but the point is this, right? Because this is the one that Andrew he kind of gets depressed about it. He's like, and he goes to a funeral. Which one is that one?
That would be the Amazing Spider-Man 2, and that would be Emma Stone.
Oh, you're right. I get it. So confused. Okay, right. All right, you're right. Because she technically, I'm telling you, that's well, some people are the Silver Cat, but I call her the Cat Lady. Right? It's the eyes that she's not. She's the Cat Lady. What's the one with the silver hair and like the silver boots? She's that character.
There's the Black Cat.
Thank you, the Black Cat. But she's Silver Lady. She's like Silver Lady. All right. Anyway, we're gonna break. We'll be back with more right after this. Stay tuned.
Running out of letterhead, what do? Lithopass Printing. You need business cards, now what? Lithopass Printing. Invitations to a wedding? Lithopass Printing and Banning is the answer. Lithopass Printing can provide banners, signs, and blueprints. Think of Lithopass Printing and Banning for quality graduation, birthday party, and baby shower invitations. Lithopass Printing also provides lamination, faxing, and photo prints. If you need it inked, make it Lithopass Printing. Lithopass Printing and Banning.
Here's to your health with Joshua Lane. Ideas you can use to be healthy and stay healthy. The current thinking about beauty, fitness, and longevity. Every Tuesday and Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Wellness talk you can use. Here's to your health with Joshua Lane on KMET, naturally.
Get up to the minute forecast and temperatures for Beaumont, Banning, Redlands, Palm Springs, your community, national or international cities, on KMET's website, KMET1490am.com. The station now features AccuWeather. AccuWeather offers weekend and extended forecasts, along with the latest radar map and current conditions. AccuWeather on KMET1490am.com. Logged in every morning for your daily forecast.
New teen driver in the family? Just bought your first home? Have a new bundle of joy? Every life change matters, and by reviewing your insurance policy with Little & Sons Insurance Services, you could be benefiting with big savings. Little & Sons Insurance Services, a family-owned insurance agency who values the old-fashioned way of doing business. They work for you, not an insurance company, meaning your best interests are at heart. They can custom tailor your policy based on specific needs at a price you can afford. Home, auto, or business, you're covered. Call 1-844-9-LITTLE. That's 1-844-9-LITTLE, or go online to little, the letter N, sons.com. That's littlensons.com.
Don't let insurance companies make decisions for you. Go to Pass Auto Center in Banning, your one-stop repair facility with full collision repair, auto maintenance, service, and an authorized smog center. You'll also find a full-service used car lot to fit every budget with the right vehicle for you. Trade-ins are accepted and they pay cash for your car. Pass Auto Center at 2609 West Ramsey in Banning, just off the I-10 freeway between Sunset and 22nd. Call 951-849-7878.
All right, we have a lot of stuff going on. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, do we? I don't think people are gonna have money for it. That's what I'm gonna say about it. It's already the disappointing news of the century. Okay, we got Jess over there going, what? Why? Go ahead, Jess.
If you mention what I'm thinking that you're gonna mention, I'm just gonna rage. That's all I gotta say.
What are you gonna say? Go ahead.
Is it a VR product?
Well, it's AR VR. Yeah, it's the same thing, right? It's right.
Go ahead, talk about it. Go ahead.
Did you get disappointed with that? Did you go and then go
Yes. When I saw the price, I'm like,
there is no way.
Do you guys take can you take a small chunk of my liver? Or wait, I got a kidney.
Yeah, there is no way. There is no way. Now there are computers that are fast. Now here's the thing: if you can prove to me, I will be productive and I will raise the amount of money that it takes to. I'll give you an example. Okay, I'll give you an example. I've never paid that much for a computer ever. Just someone did. They said that's for what you do. Okay, because that's going to help long term. I said okay, it's fine. It was $3,000. It was a computer. Now the computer does a lot of stuff, including, like you could hook up the other one by Cosmos, which actually makes that really cheap now. Which you can do a lot of the stuff on that, which they're saying this one could do. Now, I do see potential with this, but I don't think people that are investing do. Kind of like you, Jess. The reality is it's way too high. Now, for what it does, you go, okay, that makes sense. Now, here's my thought on this, okay? What I think is, and they usually do this at some point, right? They bring out like something, and they say, okay, but then they have a cheaper version. Maybe they'll bring a cheap, because this is Pro. What's the one below it? Now, I thought they talked about this earlier, but then they said they're going to cancel it. So I don't know who's doing what. They're kind of doing the Marvel DC thing. We are, but we're not. We are, but we're not. We are, but we're not. No one's talking, okay? So that's the question I have. Now, the thing that this does, okay, I will say, okay, it has like 12 cameras. Now, why does it have 12 cameras? You go, why would it have to have 12 cameras? I think there's a lot of potential with it, but for other ones that have done this, they didn't make it much of a fanfare. They kind of did, but not enough. I was like, okay, and it made, like, honestly, I saw it on Instagram, and people were watching something. I go, oh, that's how you saw it. That's the way to do it, because some are not doing it that way, because people don't get it. They don't get that in your space. You can have, I keep saying it, when you see the video, you go, oh, that makes sense. You can have multiple screens right in front of you, and honestly, never have a screen in front of you. So, in a way, that's pretty good. But I will say this, Jess. People say they get dizzy, Jess?
Yes. Some people do.
Okay, people get dizzy with headsets because of the latency, meaning you may move quick, but it does not. So it kind of makes your head spin a little, and you're like, oh, I cannot see that. It makes me dizzy, right? Some people are more like their mind is fast, but it's not keeping up with them. Right now, I will say this: they're using 4K like monitors for your eyes. Okay, that's high. Okay, that means a lot. That's just really big. Okay, most, I don't know if they use 4K. There's some of them that are out there like 1300. I saw them because I was like, do I want that or do I not? They're clunky though. They're clunky. They'll tell you they're clunky. So that means like it's hard to process. But I will say this: the processor that they're using, they should use those in computers and then get them all like because they set up that Pentium. What is it? Intel.
I think, let's see, they're using M2 and R1 chip.
Yeah, but okay, this one has a different one, I think, or maybe that's the ones that they have. Anyway, yeah, this one has you got it. It's running on Apple's M2 chip as well as a new mixed reality specific R1 chip. Now that chip is faster than the computers we have today, okay, including the ones that are really like expensive. Okay, that's what you know. So I think if they use that one in some of the computers that they have, it'll be good for everyone because then they'll go really fast, and then you won't have as many crashes as you do with Microsoft. Okay, because Microsoft's going to crash again and again. I know I have Microsoft computers, but okay, and here's where I'm thinking like it could go really good. Okay, but they never listen, but they should. If you drop the price to half, okay, what is that? $34.99 divided by 2, Jess.
So if people haven't figured out what we're talking about, we were talking about the new Apple Vision Pro, and it's $3,499.
Yeah, and if you go half, how much you know?
Let's see, probably about 1750 or 1800.
Yeah, we'll go $16.99. Okay, $16.99. Now you break that up into payments. Will that be doable? I think the answer yes, and I think they'll do that. They already did with iPhone, and think about it. You pay basically if you want an iPhone Pro, it's $1,300. People used to scoff at it. Now they don't, right? But you can do a lot of stuff with your phone. I mean, I could be anywhere and then some, technically, and I don't have to worry about like, having to be home on my computer. I could actually tie into my computer at home using a special app, and then, I'm good to go. So I've seen how the phone can change things in so many ways, okay? We have a new, I'm just going to say, you got to check it out. We'll probably promote it a little later. But we have a new team member who actually is doing gaming for us. Okay? But she uses the known as, I don't even know what she wants to be known as, but it's pretty cool. But she uses something that actually is like kind of cool using the phone. I'm just throwing it out there. And it's called anime, okay? So when you see it, and you'll see it, Jess, you go, I could do that, you could do that, and you would be like a hidden person. It's a huge thing in like Asia culture. Like you're like, oh, no wonder. And they're called VTubers, okay? She's VTubing for us. Okay, I don't know how long before she gets her own thing, but whatever. She's doing it for us. She says, okay, I'll promote you guys. Just, I don't know if she wants to be on the show at some point. She may be. But the point is this, Jess, and she may host with you, Jess. She's really good with that. But the point is this, okay? She's a VTuber, okay? But what are VTubers? If you look it up, you go, oh my God, that's so cool. All right, I know people that watch, they go, oh my God. Okay, now, this headset has a way of tracking you and your eyes. Now, here's what I like about it, Jess, okay? It is not, okay, if you put a headset on, right, and I know you're thinking like this, right? You're kind of saying, okay, I want that, and I know you're saving money for it, right? But I would say do the monthly program. And here's the thing I have a question on. When I'm looking at the specs I'm trying, I want to see how much storage it has, like the ability to store. Because Oculus has only, but I say go with the most. Because video, because you can record whatever you're seeing, okay? That's what you need to know, all right? You can record anything. But you can watch anything as well. But like Disney's going to be a part of it, right? And we love Disney, right? But even Disney's, the Galactic thing, they're getting rid of that. This is killing it over there. Anyway, the point is this: how fast is this? But how much can it store? Is the question I have.
That's a good question. You know what? I'm just probably gonna wait until this is out for like 3 or 4 years, and then they'll come out with a cheaper version. And yeah, I'll get that. I don't want to be the first tester of these.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I'm glad you said that. Now, if you become a VTuber, you'll be ahead of it. All right. Remember how everyone, when YouTube came out and they had news articles that go, my God, this person's making this amount, this amount, this amount. Okay, I was like, no, they're not. They are. Okay? Now they've been beyond that, and they made like a lot of money on that, right? And they said, no, we're going to put a question on that. But there's a thing called entertainment using your headset, okay? And if you look up some of them, they're really smart. They do kind of like a story in the verse. And it's all over the place. It's like, it's hard to explain, but kind of like, how you like certain shows back in the day, like this and all that. I think MTV, you know what I mean? Like corny, dumb, but stupid. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Why do you sigh?
You're like corny, dumb, and I'm just like, oh, yes, I love it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, it's a thing, right? It's a thing. I'm not gonna lie, I never got it, but I get it. They do that with the headsets. So headset, another person who known because they stream it, okay? So stream this and you'll get your money back, right? But you gotta have fast internet. Make sure you have fast internet, okay? That's what you know. Now, this headset has multiple cameras, okay? Why, you ask? That's the thing, and that's what I like about it. It doesn't make it what I call insular, meaning it doesn't feel like you're alone. If you're in a room with someone who has one of these on, you kind of feel like, oh, they don't want to be disturbed. And they don't. They don't. If you say they were, you don't want to be disturbed. That's so cool. But I kill them. The apps are not there yet. Okay, now it's kind of like they do with the iPhone. They're opening up to certain people to say, okay, you could put your product there, and then maybe people will download it. So I say, there's a business there, but here's the problem: nobody has the money. Nobody has it. So investors, they said, I don't know, they said the stock dropped as soon as it came out. And I get it because the investors are going, you cannot do it at that price. Nobody has that right now. They just don't. Nobody is living hand locked. Now, in the 80s and the 90s, they did. They would pay for this. Even in the early 2000s, especially the younger generation. But right now, you get it like, okay, if you're going to have something, you're going to have a computer, right? But how much are computers costing? And how technically slow are they? I had a laptop that I got and I returned right away because the fan was up. I said, well, I guess I need that money, so I had to use it somewhere else. Right? It was like $1,800, $1,900, but we returned it right away. Thank God, Ballsy at Best Buy. But the point is, like, you return it and then you think, oh, I'm going to get another one. I did it. I want it, but I didn't. I had to get a cheaper one for my mom. She wants a more expensive one, obviously, but we gotta have the money for that, right? So the point is this: the money's not there to supplement what they're bringing out. So I think at some point, if they're going to say why, and then they're going to say, well, but if you think Ready Player One, you'll go, oh, I get it, but you gotta get it affordable for the player. If you get affordable and it is fun, then it goes next level. So this is a potential, and I guarantee when people get this, and they will, they're going to be able to get it. Maybe some who get offered it for a little, but then they have to return it. So they have a review of it. You're going to see a lot of those. But and we get offers, but I don't want it because I don't want to get hooked. But the point is this: when you get on it, you have the ability to see the person in front of you with the headset on without ever turning it off. Now, Oculus has that. Okay, it's called pass-through. But this has it in a way where it looks pretty. Like if you look at video, you'll say, oh my God, you can see the person. So you don't bump into things. Okay, that's number one. Number two, they can see your eyes, although it looks kind of weird, not gonna lie. So and number three, it takes video of you, meaning it can make an avatar of you by scanning you. Now that's where I say this could be a problem. There's a lot of people going, I don't want to be scanned, okay? And if it scans you, I know you have to put it into that mode. You go, okay, create your avatar. Now that's good, and also because people really don't want to be seen in any like app, okay? I guarantee those will get taken. And then when those get taken, they go, that's me though. They go, yeah, but is it? And then they mix it a little maybe with a little AI, and then they change it up, and then they go, but that's so now you got licensing problems, right? I guarantee certain agents will say, you cannot do that with okay, perfect example. What's her name from? What's that movie with all the kids where they get dead? What's it called?
That does not narrow it down.
I know there's so many. What's her name? With the peace sign, she goes, "Yo, what's up?" You know what I mean? You hear the bird, and then they fall.
No, not. I don't know.
Hunger Games, right? Isn't that Hunger Games? That's Hunger Games, right? Mockingjay.
Oh yeah. Okay. To be fair, I've never actually seen those movies.
They're actually really good. I was surprised. Anyway, okay, so let's say she, right, and I guarantee her agent's going to be that, oh, they're using you. She goes, of course they are. But she doesn't care. They care because they want money, right? But they make a lot of money on her, trust me. But the point is this, Jess. Okay, here's the point. You ready? Okay. That's what's going to happen, all right? So the scan device is cool, but you don't want to be scanned because then you're scanned and then and then they put it on you and your voice because they're going to go that, and so that's going to be the problem with this. They're not even looking at that problem. So that what's called Vision Pro. Okay, so they're saying wow because they just announced it, they put a lot of time, a lot of effort into it. We're going to say good. The only way you can save it at this point, make it affordable. That's number one. They said we can't. Make a plan, right? Bring it down to half and just less, not quality, just storage. Bring it down less. Like Oculus did, right? Oculus did a bunch, but I guarantee those people are bored right now because because the only things out are still there. And the people, you have like maybe like a few people participate, but not a lot. Because they were, but I think they segmented because they didn't want to crash their servers. But again, use this chipset in the servers, and I guarantee everybody goes. Like, they need to focus on that. Whenever a technology comes out, focus on what works, right? And it's R1, whatever that is. It's fast. You put that certain things, make it affordable. Where they, because Apple said, I get out of this. I get it. They want to be above the rest. If you create a quality product, you will. Yeah. We're in like a mode where people are saying, dude, we're in a recession. Okay, they're saying it. And I told you. There's an interview where I actually did it like a couple months ago, so it sounds like old news. It's not, but when we post that, you'll see it. Anyway, so there's a story. I'm going to say to it. That's the theory. That's all, but it's cool. It's cool to get it, but you can technically get that with Vive consoles. The only thing you cannot get with consoles is pass-through, which they have the ability because they have cameras on the outside. But and you can create your own virtual space, which is really cool. So when you come home, you're like, whoa, didn't know that was there. You put it on, but it's power, okay? And they show a little cord. No one wants a cord, but you got to have a cord to keep the power on. And that's with Oculus. It says a 2-hour limit. So you go, oh, man, so you got to get the cord long, Jess. So get the cord that comes with it. I mean, get it. Get an extension for it. Then you can go along with it. That's what you need, okay? But then you go, oh. But again, Cosmos, you only pay a little bit more, which is $8.99. Okay, they really got to do payment plan. Seriously. They're already there. They just don't have technically the ability for a person to see your eyes, which I think is good. You can be like, oh, I'm taking a break, or I'm watching this, but I'm talking to you. And you're still watching your big screen in the room. But there you go. That's the story. Because I tried out Oculus with my mother in the room, right? I said, Mom, can you try it out? I really wanted it for her, but she's still like resisting it. I don't know why. I had her do it in a shooting game. She completely missed. But the point is this, Jess, and I had her sit down. I didn't have her sit down because I wanted her collapsing. But she was shooting down. No, shoot, they're right ahead of you. It's like, what? So I'm like, oh my God. So and plus her neck, right? It's got to go light. But it is a light headset. But I go, then lay down. She goes, no, I don't want to lay down. I go, oh my God. So I'm not happy. All right. But when I did it with me in the room, she's like, oh, okay. She was right with it, but I needed light in the room. So that's the problem. But if you have like or something, or one of those like cubes, then that works. But that's the good thing about Oculus. You don't need those cubes. But with Cosmos, you need those cubes. You cannot do it without the cubes. So that's, the limitation, I say. But you need light with Oculus. And that's the good thing about it. You can really do it anywhere, including as long as you have a power source like out on the road. So if you're a kid and you're like, I want to do the Oculus, just do that. And then you have infrared when you have light, and then you stay in the dark. It's really cool. All right. That's the story. Let's get to it. Do you have anything to add there, Jess, about either Oculus or AR, VR, what you like about the Apple product?
No. Just got about, a 2.5 hour power life supply. I think once we figure out how to be able to hold it like a longer charge, I think it'll be better.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I agree 100%. And that's where it kind of, you go, shoot. Now, big screen, love it. Sometimes I go, do I want to watch a movie at home? And I'm not going to lie. There have been times I go, I don't want to go out. I'm going to watch it. And then I wait for it, or I Netflix that on my big screen VR app, which is really cool. But again, they're killing it. They are not putting it where it's got to be, which is for everyone. You guys, seriously, 15 in a room is just not what, you can mute everyone, or you can participate with them. And then they have the ability to do classes in there. So I'm not going to, I went into one room, and they were talking theology, okay? And I was like, dude, and then it says, oh, so it's a good shared environment where you can talk about anything or a subject. People get a little weird, though. They go, I don't want to talk about that. You go, my God. So they boot them. You go, okay, whatever. And then you got kids just kind of go, because they got, kids are at home, like, I got nothing to do. So, but it gives them something to do. But I say be wary of strangers, right? Be wary, you never know. So there's some pretty responsible people. I get the same people again and again. I go, am I on a server, or are these people the only people that have Oculus or well, seriously, it doesn't make sense. So big screen, we should get say, you guys have potential. What are you doing with it? So I don't know. Do they even talk? I don't know. Anyway, big screen, that's what we're putting. Do the guys want to do something on big screen? They do. Okay. Maybe we'll let them do that. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more right after this. Stay tuned.
KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
Summer's almost here, and you know what that means. Sunny days and hot temperatures that make you want to stay inside. Franklin Mechanical Systems can repair or replace your air conditioning unit to get it working before the heat hits. For cleaning, repair, or a new installation, call them for a free estimate. Franklin Mechanical Systems is the one for all your residential and commercial air conditioning needs. Call their Beaumont office at 951-845-1000. That's 951-845-1000 and get cool today.
The Holiday Inn Express in Suites and Banning is distinctively suited for your travel time out of the car. Off the road, you'll find a courteous, welcoming staff and spacious rooms with desks, flat-screen HD TVs, and comfortable furnishings. Enjoy the complimentary breakfast buffet, high-speed internet, and fitness center and pool. The Holiday Inn Express in Suites and Banning, conveniently located off the I-10 near golf, gaming, and entertainment. For reservations and information, call 951-572-5500. That's 951-572-5500, or go online at hiebanning.com.
Hi, everyone. This is Bernadette, the host of One Life Radio, your #1 source for alternative and holistic health since 2011. One Life Radio is designed to educate and inspire. Visit us at oneliferadio.com because you get one body, you get one mind, and you get one life. Get out there today and make the most of it. Tune in weekdays at 1 p.m. on 1490 KMET Smart Talk, ABC News Radio.
We're in the studio with Fred Penny, managing attorney with Penny and Associates Injury Lawyers. Fred, tell us what makes you the #1 choice for handling personal injury cases.
Most of our firm is made up of former insurance company trial lawyers with extensive experience handling all types of personal injury matters. We believe that gives us a distinct advantage.
That's Penny and Associates Injury Lawyers with locations throughout California. For a free consultation, go to pennyandassociates.com or call 1-800-616-4-LAW. That's 1-800-616-4-LAW.
For all you truck and RV enthusiasts, TruckWorks right here in Banning is your one-stop shop for the best diesel performance and overall truck and RV needs. Whether you're towing, racing, off-road, or just cruising around town, TruckWorks specializes in truck and RV service, maintenance, repair, and performance upgrades for every light and medium-duty truck manufacturer. Bring it down to Terry and the guys at TruckWorks. Call 951-922-4776 or visit their website at mydieseldown.com today.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC Radio 1490 AM. We appreciate each and every one of you. And, you know, I know we're getting some information there on you know, a couple of things. And I do say this. If you want it to where they're you know, I like what you said, kind of like wait, right? There are those that kind of get it right away, but I say wait, right? Because I think like in a way, and somebody made a statement just a moment ago, and they said, you know, Oculus may just say, you know, we're going to go a different way because Apple's in on it. I go, oh, man, if you do that, you're just going to you're going to ruin it for everyone. Because then people like Jess are going to be like, why did I get this? When in reality, there's nothing you're doing with it. So don't be that, okay? I think, though, if you wait maybe a little while and you just do the monthly payment plan, okay, do that, then it says to them, oh, there's an audience out there, which I think Oculus is ahead of. And then pay it off right away. Pay it off. But do the monthly, because you could get it out. And then, but then you won't feel like, oh, but the new one, the upgrade plan, kind of like they do with phone, right, Jess?
They very well could have, but it's just like, oh my God, $34.99. All I can say is, if you're walking around in public with one of those in your face, I can guarantee you'll probably be mugged.
Yeah, I get that. What?
Yeah, you're walking around with $3,400 on your face. What do you think is gonna happen? Am I right? People are just gonna like rip.
You
it
mean they're gonna want to steal it from you?
Yes.
Like jewelry?
Yes. I can guarantee
They would
people...
do that. It records you. It records everything around you. They would get you from behind. I get that, Jess. I get that.
Yeah. When they rip it off your face, but I'm just saying I know they kind of want people to maybe to walk around with it. I don't know.
I don't think they do. I don't think they do.
But I don't know. People are dumb. They do stupid stuff.
If you're in a car, make sure somebody else drives it. Then you can But why would you walk around with it, Jess?
I don't know. People maybe they're trying to multitask, doing the stuff with their eyes while they're still walking.
Oh, you're thinking like Free Guy.
Yes, eventually, people are starting to be doing that.
I get that it has the ability to do that, by the way. If you have seen Free Guy, this is that already. And that's probably the best way to say it. This is Free Guy, but you have to have those ready to go. So you have to have all those things ready to go, kind of like Pokemon Go. See, they could get that, Jess. How many ports we have? Pokemon was awesome, but they killed it.
I remember when it's still going, but I remember when Pokemon Go first came out. Okay, criminals, bad guys, whatever you want to call them, they would make Pokemon gyms close to where they are, and then they would rob people when they would get close.
I remember the Pokemon gyms, and then the Dewey that was certain people. I'm like, because I remember that I was one of those kind of gym. I go, I pull up next to it, and then I collect, and then I further down. I'm like, spending more gas. But the point is, I don't do that anymore. Okay, I did that when I had my money right now because I'm investing it all into stuff that we're doing, like scripts and comic books and art stuff that we're doing. But long story short, okay, here's what you need to know. Okay, that's why we have Anime Girl coming up. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, Anime Girl, look out for her. She's awesome. Okay, that's what you need to know. She played Magic actually. She's trying to, if she's a bot, so I don't really know. But there you go. Okay, so the story is, Jess, okay, I think it has potential. Okay, I'm not saying it doesn't, but you got to make it $4.99. No one's going to pay that, and if they do, they got to go, okay, how much money can I make with it? Then it makes sense because it said and you see the productivity. Now here's where I think it goes next level. Okay, but don't do education. Education kills it because then education is like, oh, boring. But if you okay, I'll give you an example, Jess. Let's say we had a company, okay? And I said, you have to come in. Just make sure you have good high speed. We're going to give it, we're going to expense it. It's an expense. But you're going to put on the headset, okay? What kind of company do you think we could have having a headset like that when we meet together in the same room of virtual space, Jess?
Ooh, good question. I can see people doing like PowerPoints in that thing.
Okay, that's boring as all get out. But we can meet in the same space, right? And we could probably do a biz with something that's kind of cool. Like, okay, let me give you an example. Okay, what if you wanted to do that? Okay, let's say your brother and you are like in different places, right? Or maybe it's you and like some other person, right? And you say, okay, you have a headset, I have a headset. We can talk as though we're in the same room rather than on the phone. I don't need a person ever, and you can see what I'm doing. I know, but just wait. Now you say, okay, and we can have other people that also want to be part of the company, but we just have a headset and they're all always in the same room. In fact, we can work that way together. We just have power all the time. What company do you think you could start with that, Jess?
I don't know. I'm just thinking of the negative effects. I'm just thinking, oh yeah, a bunch of criminals can meet up in cyberspace now. I don't know.
Well, okay, if criminals could do it, Jess, you could do it for legal reasons. Come on, man.
Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything.
Oh my god. Okay.
I know. I'm slow today.
All right, let me give you one. Okay. Let's say, Jess. Okay, I gave you a headset. I say, go on to the, I can't because he's part of K, ME2 1490. Let's say he's looking for a job. Okay, and I said, okay, I have a bitch, Jess. All right. Right. Somebody's like, don't do it because somebody's gonna take it. Okay, fine. All right, I'll do another one. It'll be very simple. Okay, let's do T-shirt. T-shirt bores you, Jess. But let's say you want a T-shirt, biz. Okay. Now, if you have a T-shirt biz, you go, okay, let's go online and then I'll make it. But let's say you want to have me with the team, right? You want to have somebody do maybe, hey, go source cheap shirts, okay? And you want to have me maybe like a very simple, I guess not worth it when you think of it that way, because technically you just get on the phone. I don't know, Jess, but there's a fun way to do it. I know it's there, but I'm not going to give the idea out about media, because you're right. People take it all the time, and I go, you can have a whole team with headsets. See, the whole team wants it, huh? I know it. I knew it. But it's expensive to do with computers, Jess. You build it into the loan, which you get from SBA. So you have it pay for it, and then you have everybody have headsets, and then they will 100% meet. Yes, they'll have fun as well. Their productivity, though, will go up because you're going to say, hey, guys, we need to meet every single day. Put on your headset. Now, you see their avatar. You get it? That's where it goes next level. And then business will invest, and then some will say, you know what, let's do maybe a game. Let's do an app, because this worked for us. That's where big screen gives you something. Right? You go, there's something here, but what is it? It's that. It's productivity, but people don't get it. When you're in the same room. Okay, I'll give you an example. Jess is always like, I'm not going to put that out because you never know who's going to storm the castle. Okay, let's say Jess, you had a day where you were alone, okay? And you wanted, I get it, you like being alone. Okay, who in your family doesn't like being alone, Jess?
I would have to say my mom.
Okay, you're perfect. Okay, let's say your mother, she wants to start some type of business. Okay? She says, okay, nah, she's like good to go. Shoot, there is no one that you know that's like, okay, let's say your lady, all right? Your lady's like, look, you know how I have to go in, I have to drive there? What if I don't have to? I put on the headset, and then I'm good to go, and we can meet like that from now on, because you see me, and I see you, and it's almost like we're in the same room. Seriously, it's that real. It's hard to explain, but it's that real, Jess.
Yeah, I can see it. I don't know. The only thing I can see right now is just like everyone meeting up for meetings, and I don't know why I keep thinking PowerPoint.
No, PowerPoint is good because you could show a PowerPoint presentation, but technically you could do that using Zoom. And some people are like, big deal. I go, no.
But in my mind, I imagine a virtual room, and you don't see the people, but you see their little avatars, like a little video game, and then you see the little screen. I don't know. It's weird in my head.
No, but that's right. That's how a big screen is. They have that. You have like a little PowerPoint, but it's a little clunky to they need gestures enabled on this. They have gesture. You're good to go, because you don't want gloves with this. You want gesture enabled, so anything your hands do, it does for you. So you want to put it on the wall, boom, you do it, and it sees it. They need to do that with the cameras. Forget like seeing the space around you. It sees your hand movements. Jess, what do you think about that?
Okay, so let's be real. The very first thing you said, hand movement, I'm thinking, okay, cool. All they need is some type of haptic vest, and you got a boxing game on that thing.
That's how you get mugged, Jess. Oh my God, you're gonna get hurt. Okay, but the point is this: it's actually good for that. But yeah, then we were like, and then it feels somewhere, and it or it's heavy. So I think this was gonna be heavy, so it's not good for people. Like my mom, this particular one, because. But let's go for a young generation, okay? Oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this. But let's say kids want to say, okay, guys, we don't need to meet in person, right? Oh! Nah, forget that. They like meeting in person. Okay, then I don't know, Jess. I don't know. But there's a way to do it where, like, look, guys. Okay, like a few people in a room, okay? And they go, okay, let's on the device. Let's invest in it. They will be more productive long term. And the studies, people are bored of the studies, but do it with a few people. Do it with people that make sense, and just start talking about what could we do with these long term with a business, okay? And then I think it'll be interesting to see what you get, because it's like being in the same room. They call them, okay, think tanks. You know what a think tank is, Jess?
Yes, I do.
Okay, think tanks are actually very interesting, okay? Think tanks are a bunch of smart people in a room just saying, okay, let's just throw things up, and then let's, at some point, the ones that don't make a lot of money are the ones that just try to promote their own thing, but not others, is we got to move on with this, not meet every month. We meet every single day on this idea, and let's make it go next level. Because you have that, and you have that. I've been invited to a couple. I wanted to go. I'm glad I didn't, though, because the guy just promoted his own book series, but whatever. The point is this, Jess. The point is this. You put everybody in the same room, right? You do a think tank with them, and then you say, okay, let's do business with each other, or not, because there's always that person in the room. And you go, okay, boom, done. There you go. I know you're like, oh, that's a video conference. I get that. But with the headset, it's just more fun, Jess.
It does. It just looks cool. I think we're all just ready for Ready Player One.
There you go. You got it.
Let's be real. That's what we want. when they make it more affordable, I think it'll be easier for everyone to enjoy it. Just like you remember the iPhone, a lot of people didn't have smartphones back in the days, and then eventually, other smartphones started coming out other than the iPhone, and that was a little bit more affordable.
Yeah, you got it. And once it's monthly program, people are like, I can do that, right? So it's got to be monthly. Go with that. And then I get it. It's very expensive to make. Okay, that's the thing. And China is killing it. India, their facilities where they're making it, they're going, dude, it's a lot to make. I go, I get that, because they're like, we can barely shave enough off. I go, just shave a little off, all right? Just shave a little off, and then make it affordable with a monthly program, and then break it up over maybe more than 1 year. Just do that. Then it's affordable. People are like, okay. Then you have the viewership and you have the people going, but the demand is high, and they need, honestly, people technically, because they haven't done the math. They put a lot of money into this. Do you want to know how much they put into this, Jeff?
I'm guessing they probably put $1 billion or so. That's the only thing I can think of.
I saw it was a high number. It was about that, Jess. It was about that. It was in like, so, and they've only like maybe 2/3 of that. So that's where they're going, do we want to keep doing this? I go, you did it in 2018, 2019, you made the decision. Let's invest in VR, okay? Coronavirus hit. I get that. I got that, right? They were expecting, hey, no coronavirus, money to be up, the rebound rate to happen, all that. It killed everyone, okay? But there's opportunity there. Think of Zoom. Zoom took advantage of that. They gave away for like a month or two. And then people almost now, everyone knows Zoom, okay? I did Zoom when it was popular with someone who was in the film arena. But she was meeting with people, honestly, in other areas, and they would meet regularly on Zoom before it was even a thing. And I was like, what? And it was on the phone. It was so easy. But this was before it became now a household thing. Now even churches use it. Old people use it. Everybody knows Zoom now, right? So everybody knows Zoom. But the next thing is technically headset at some point. Maybe with the young generation. I think the old generation was like, whatever. All right, whatever. But it's just too expensive. So you get all the fun out of it. You really want Ready Player One. Do that, then you have money for days. You do competition, you do giveaways. Ooh, Magic needs to do that. But there's not enough players that want to do that. All right, whatever. I'm trying to make people like, they're so resistant. All right, people, make it a great day. Whatever you do, remember, life